binary search. First of all, why we have to go to binary search? Already linear search is there. So by applying the binary search, we will reduce the time complexity. Okay. Now we have to prove that time complexity of binary search is less than the linear search. So in this, first whatever the list of elements are there, that we have to arrange in the sorting order. So for example, these are the list of elements. First we have to arrange in the sorting order. So 2, 5, 10, 20, 12, 20, 35, 38, 45 and 55. So these are the elements after sorting the order. So next, suppose we want to search element. Suppose key element, searching element is 38. Searching element is 38. First what we have to do, so if we have more than one element, we have to divide the list into two sublists based on mid value. So this is low value and this is high position. So how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 elements are there. So we have to divide first list into mid equal to low plus high by 2. So low equal to 1 starting position, and high equal to 9 by 2, that is 10 by 2 equal to 5. So mid value is 20. Mid value is 20. Less than mid value, whatever the elements are there, those elements we have to make it as sublist 1, and greater than mid value, whatever the elements are there, that we have to make it as sublist 2. Okay. So it is starting from low and it is ending. So this is the mid value. So then this will become mid minus 1. So starting from low, this is mid minus 1. This is again second sublist starting from mid plus 1. Second sublist starting from mid plus 1 and ending at high. So searching element is 38. First we have to compare with the key element with the mid value. So mid value is 20 and key element is 38. 38 is greater than the mid value, so it is not matching. Then if key element is greater than mid value, then we have to enter into sublist 2. If key value is less than mid value, we have to enter into sublist 1. Now 38 is greater than mid value, so we have to enter into sublist 2. So what are the sublist 2 elements are there? 35, 38, 45 and 55. Now again we have to divide into two sublists. Mid value we have to find. Mid equal to low plus high by 2. So 1 plus 4 by 2. That is 2.5. Okay. Either you take second element as the mid value or third element you take as the mid value. It won't make any difference. Suppose if you are taking the second value as mid value, then now what is the procedure? First we have to compare the key element, the searching element with the mid value. So now it is matching. 38 equal to 38. Then element is found. So what is the procedure is? First we have to arrange all the elements in the sorting order. Next we have to divide the list into two sublists based on mid value. Mid value equal to low plus high by 2. So whatever the searching element is there, that we have to assume as key element, that we have to compare with the mid value. First we have to compare with the mid value. If it is matching with the mid value, then element is found. Otherwise, if searching element is lesser than mid value, then we have to go to sublist 1. If it is greater than mid value, we have to go to sublist 2. So now we will write the algorithm for this. So name of the procedure. Algorithm consists of heading and body. Heading consists of name of the procedure. Okay. So for storing all elements, we have to use array A and low and high also there. Okay. Now, while low less than high. What is the meaning of this low less than high means? We have more than one element. If low equal to high means what is the meaning? Only one element we are having. Low less than high means we have more than one element. If we have more than one element, then mid equal to low plus high by 2. For example, low value is here 1, high value is 9. So 1 less than 9 means we have more than one element. If it is equivalent means only one element is low equal to high means only one element is there. Okay. Next, first what we have to do? We have to compare this key element with the mid value. So you can write here comment also. Key is the element to be searched. Element to be searched. Okay. Now what we have to do? First, if key value equivalent to A of mid, first we are comparing with the mid value. Then return mid means element is found. Else, suppose key value is greater than the mid value. Key is greater than A of mid. Then it is entered into the sublist 2. If it is greater than the mid value, then it is entering into the sublist 2. Sublist 2 starts from mid plus 1. So low equal to mid plus 1. Else, if it is key element is lesser than the mid value, then key element is lesser than, we have to enter into the sublist 2. Sublist 1 ending at mid minus 1. So that is high starting from low and ending at mid minus 1. So high equal to mid minus 1. See, in all these cases, suppose we are not getting the element, then else return 0. Element is not found. Else return 0. Element is not found. Okay. First, what we are doing? If we have more than one element, low less than high means if we have more than one element, then we have to split the list of elements into two sublists based on mid value, mid equal to low plus high by 2. If first what we have to do, we have to compare the searching element with the mid value. If it is matching with the mid value, then element is found. Otherwise, if key value is greater than mid value, then we have to write low equal to mid plus 1. Otherwise, if it is lesser than mid value, then we have to go to sublist 1. Sublist 1 ends at mid minus 1. Otherwise, element is not found. So, same algorithm we can write by using recursive method also. Recursive method. So, recursive method means same name of the procedure again we are calling. Recursively we are calling again and again. So algorithm, name of the procedure or binary underscore search. Suppose here array A is there, low and high value is there. Okay. So in recursive method, whatever the name of the procedure is there, again and again we are calling recursively. So same thing, while low less than high means if we have more than one element, then we have to split the elements into low plus high by 2. So at midpoint we are splitting the elements into two sublists. If key is searching element is comparing with the mid value. If it is matching with the mid value, then return mid. Otherwise, else, if it is key is greater than the A of mid, means then it will enter into the sublist 2. So sublist 2, how we have to call again this name of the procedure, or binary underscore search. Okay, array A we are using and low. So second sublist starts from low equal to mid plus 1 and high, means whatever the name of the procedure is there, same name of the procedure, whatever the parameters are there, same parameters we are applying for the sublist. Else, if searching element is lesser than mid value, then or binary search. So sublist 1 is ending at mid minus 1. So it is starting from low, array A, and low is low, and high value is mid minus 1. Okay, else element is not found, that is return 0. Yes. So here again recursive method means same name of the procedure again recursively again and again we are calling. So for storing the elements array we are using low and high values. So if low less than high means if we have more than one element, then mid equal to low plus high by 2. First we have to compare with the mid value. So if it is matching with the mid value, then element is found. Otherwise, if such an element is greater than mid value, then we have to enter into the sublist 2. So that is or binary search array A and second sublist starting from mid plus 1. Why? Because it is after the mid value. So after the mid value, so mid plus 1 it will become mid plus 1 and ending at I. Suppose searching element is lesser than mid value, then it is starting from low and ending at mid minus 1. So same thing we are writing, low and mid minus 1. Otherwise element is not. This is recursive method for binary search. Next, how to find the time complexity for binary search. So using recurrence relation we are finding the time complexity for binary search. So here either we are entering to the sublist 1 or sublist 2. We are not going to both lists. Suppose first we are comparing with the mid value. If it is matching element is found. Otherwise, if searching element is greater than mid value, we are entering to sublist 2. Otherwise, if it is lesser than mid value, we are entering into the sublist 1. So any one sublist we are entering. And every time we are only making one comparison. So again and again we are recursively calling the same procedure, and again sublist 1 we are splitting into two sublist 2. So we have to apply. If 5 elements are there, again we are making 2 and 3 elements. 10 elements are there, 5 and 5. So put n equal to n by 2. Wherever t of n function is there, there we have to apply. So t of n by 4 plus 1, already plus 1 is there. So now t of n by 4 plus 2, it is there. So again, suppose if you are again sublist 1 also you are splitting this, n equal to n by 4. Again wherever t of n function is there, there we have to apply n equal to n by 4. That is t of n by 8 plus 1, already plus 2 is there. So t of n by 8 plus 3. So up to so on. So case of problems we are dividing means t of n by 2 cube plus 3. Wherever 3 is there, there we have to write k. So t of n by 2 raised to k plus k. So we know the value of t of 1. When it will become t of n, only one element is there, 1 unit of time is required. So when it will become t of 1, so whenever n equal to 2 raised to k. So n by n plus k. So t of 1 plus k. Okay, 1 plus k. So n equal to 2 raised to k. What is the k value? Log n. 1 plus log n. Now here 1 is there means that we have to write it as big O of 1, and log n is there means big O of log n. Which one is greater from among these two? Log n is greater. So big O of log n is the time complexity for binary search. Using recurrence relation we are finding the time complexity. Okay.